I jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out on the streets, the traffic starts jumping. With folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving. It's just use your mind. But they'll never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5, yeah.
Welcome back to the Millionaire Maker series with me, Trade Spotting, and a potential trade for you, the millionaires in waiting. Here is the chart for solo, 15-minute time frame potential trade set up with a potential inverted head and shoulders here at the bottom. This is on the bottom of a really long downtrend on a stock which has had various oscillations, so it could easily make it back to 1. And that's the target from a rocky outcrop flash. And this particular trade setup, which itself is a 20-to-1 risk reward ratio, 45% move in price. Pretty good if it happens. Up to the 30 minutes, get a little bit more price action on the screen here. And you can see various targets throughout this trade. First place you'd look to make it to be around 0.78. Currently it's 7.3. Then 0.8, 0.84, 0.858. 0.89, and after that you'll be on the way all the way up to 1.09, which would be quite a big move from here. And with that tight risk management, potentially a good trade. You could obviously look to your own entry. Here it is then on the 1 hour, as small as it is meaningful, and you can see that to make it back to 0.9 would be a 236 retracement from this oscillation, which if we got to the 4 hour, you can see isn't even the ultimate peak. It's just a very important pivot point and important for support and resistance long term back there of above 3. But if we take it from the most recent oscillation within this downward sloping trend, that's back up at around $13. 236 comes in at 1.23. That's the 382 of this most recent fib. And if you're looking at that moving back to the top side, that's the 886. And so we're looking for that sort of a move. Up to 8.5, 8.9 off the back of a positive inflection here. If you do go down to the 30-minute time frame, zoom it in a little bit. I say a little bit, that's quite a lot. This is a positive inflection here. You know, very similar to Rocky Outcrop Heartbeat pattern. Check that video out on his channel. This is the inverted head and shoulders then. It looks similar to that on a 1 hour. And then on the 4 hour, if we stretch them out again, turn off the drawings. Actually, cheapers. Where was it, Trace? But anyway, we have a bullish engulfing formation down here as well, which looks particularly nice. When you put all of that together, it gives you a potential entry opportunity. So if we look at it then back on the 15-minute time frame, you can see at these lows, you've not yet pushed towards the lows on the RSI, where you might find a trend line coming in. If it is, the price action moves back down, test the top of the bearish control zone. You get the lower low on this guy in at around 0.71. May even be that you don't look for this trade 45%. It's not 100%. There's trade buttons often pulling out, and you take that down to the previous left shoulder's bottom, and then you have a very tight stop on it there, be it 51 to 1. Or you could take it even lower to the previous low, where a lot of people will look to this technical gap and price action come back down to test in around 0.7, just under that, with a stop below the previous low. Some people would look for a 1.13 extension, and they'd be saying, well, beyond that would they want their stop, so they take this guy down here, might even add down the average true range. So that sort of thing, managing your executions can give you so much more profit potential over the period of a year of successful trading than looking for that extra few percent on the exits, which a lot of people do. It's the wrong mentality. Try to work on your execution, you get far more margin on your trade. So this is solo, SOLO. If we put it on the weekly time frame, then you've got a flashback up at 3.12. If that trade does start evolving into something very, very positive, you don't have to take the whole thing off the table. And it could be that you're looking at a trade that goes, in terms of percentages, stretch this guy out then, taking it up to 3.12. A little line, add to the probabilities of Trace Boyne's line. So if we take this guy from in and around where price is at the minute, not even looking for those really, really deep retracements, that's a 330% move. So I think we'll be looking at that for the Millionaire Maker show later today. Thank you very much. I did say today, but I meant for, tomorrow morning. Thank you very much, everybody. Hit that like button. Check out today's live show where we cover SPY, SPX, AMC, GameStop, and I think I was going to cover Tesla and whatnot, but I didn't get around to it. So, let me know if you want to see those sort of things. 24/7, you can get in touch with me using the link in the picture there underneath my head. With any trade setup that you're looking for, my take on, though it isn't financial advice, just like these shows, not financial advice. Thanks so very much for tuning in. See you in the next one. If you want to learn how to do this for yourself, take the course, www.technicalanalysis.school.